Quick question: what happens to your brain when you dream? Have you ever noticed that when you dream about someone wanting to kill you, you often wake up before you can die? Why do you think that is so? Well, death, the enigmatic end of life, presents a profound challenge for the human brain to fully grasp. Despite its remarkable capabilities, the brain possesses inherent limitations when it comes to processing the concept of mortality. Before I expound more on this, you have to know one thing called the brain's self-preservation instinct. You see, the brain's primary function is to ensure the survival and well-being of the individual. It constantly monitors threats and engages in protective mechanisms to avert potential harm. When confronted with situations that pose a risk to our lives, such as dreaming of being shot, the brain instinctively reacts to prioritize self-preservation. You should also know that during sleep, particularly during the rapid eye movement (REM) phase, the brain engages in vivid and often perplexing dream experiences. Dreams can involve life-threatening circumstances, including being shot or facing mortal danger. However, despite the intensity of these dreams, the brain frequently interrupts the dream or triggers a wake-up response before reaching the point of death. This phenomenon can be explained by several factors. 1. Emotional significance. Dreams involving life-threatening situations elicit powerful emotions such as fear, anxiety, and panic. These emotions are processed by the amygdala, a brain region responsible for emotional responses. The activation of the amygdala triggers the release of stress hormones, such as adrenaline, which heighten arousal and increase heart rate. These physiological responses can lead to waking up before experiencing the dream's fatal outcome. 2. Evolutionary adaptation. The brain's tendency to interrupt or wake us up before the culmination of a dream that results in death can be viewed as an evolutionary advantage. Throughout human history, individuals who were more prone to awakening during life-threatening situations had a higher likelihood of survival. Consequently, this instinctual response has been selected over generations, reinforcing the brain's predisposition to prioritize self-preservation. 3. Cognitive limitations. The brain processes information based on past experiences and acquired knowledge. However, death is an irreversible and permanent state, and our brains lack first-hand experience of dying. Our understanding of death is thus restricted to abstract reasoning, cultural and religious beliefs, and second-hand accounts. Without personal experience, the brain faces challenges in assimilating the concept of death into its existing cognitive frameworks. 4. Existential paradox. The contemplation of our own mortality triggers an existential paradox, a conflict between the awareness of the inevitability of death and the inability to fully comprehend the experience of non-existence. This paradox generates a cognitive dissonance that poses a significant hurdle for the brain to overcome in understanding death's finality. The brain's difficulty in processing death stems from its self-preservation instincts, the profound emotional significance of life-threatening dreams, evolutionary adaptations favoring survival, cognitive limitations arising from the lack of personal experience with death, and the existential paradox inherent in comprehending our own mortality. Dreams involving fatal scenarios often prompt a wake-up response before reaching the point of death due to the brain's prioritization of self-preservation. Recognizing these inherent limitations sheds light on the intricacies and boundaries of our brain's capacity to comprehend the profound mystery of death. I bet this video has imparted your know-how. Let me know what you think in the comments below.